influx of people. And I need to bring our people movers. I also need to not have so many slackers around, like old Slappy here. We already just did Barl. I want you to go to Istanbul. It's not Constantinople. So both of our people movers are over there. What was Pushkin again? Pushkin was meant to meet up with someone. So this is why I don't like leaving these things on their own. It was probably the brick guy. Probably some brick guy. Oh yeah, it was Brick Riga 2 Kappa mode if I recall well. So I wanted Pushkin thrown into the harbour. And then Kappa mode, because they were doing all of this, they deserved an extra cog. Hell, why not give them 2? I mean, they're throwing out bricks. Not any old bricks, bricks from Riga, and I have a ton of those. So that works fine for me. I wonder if they still want me to increase production though. Not yet, but that day will come. Okay, things are going smoothly. Things are going almost too smoothly. Point is though, Riga could offset some people for me. There, we got the clay pits, we got the dairies, and we got the hemp. But now I'm not so sure that hemp is overproducing. What I'm going to do is... hemp's already locked at 70%. It could probably be 80 right now. Come to think of it, that production per day is not a lot more than my demand per day is over there. So yeah, I'm going to actually up you a fair bit. 80% should be fine. And then I'm going to dump a lot of people here. There we go. So I've now made quite a lot of people homeless and jobless. That's fine now. We'll throw a meal for the poor so they kind of forgive us. The point is, I need to grab my people movers and go to the tavern. And I also need to avert the horrors of broken wrist syndrome. Arthritis, that's the one. By getting autoclicker.exe on my side here. And just going... And then I grab people mover 2. And just to show you difference, I'm going to do this. Or this. Or this. Much better. So the people movers are going to go over to Haarlem and we're going to turbo develop this province. Jake, I presume Bergen is still not part of the Hansa and I see you have a lot of money. Why don't you dump money into that defensive tower bug? Because I'm actually quite happy for a lot of the cities to remain at 10,000. It gives me a great control over the size of them. That Bunthkun is going to constantly go and try to deal with Novgorod. I'm not concerned about that because, hey, it comes along and you know what I do? Yeah, I do that. Once Novgorod is on its bloody last legs, I can start seeing about supporting the place. Although I just suddenly had a thought, and that is that I can't actually support the city of Novgorod unless I have the ability to get people over there on the double. And that might not be so easy, because I need things that can go down rivers to get there, and I don't have so many of those. I guess I have all my hunters, and if all of them brought people over to Novgorod, I could support it. But then that's a long way to go for, what, 400,000 ducats dues? Look at all the money I've got. I'm not so scared that I need that kind of extra money. Reduce wool in Bremen. Not happening. Plague in Edinburgh is far from the best thing that I could read today. Fortunately, we're still in upswing, so the plague might not kill that many people. Also, Thorn is under siege. What's up with that? GDR Blind is back, frankly with a pathetic haul, so I want you to go back to Tobruk. Oh, you know what to do for me there. Haarlem. Haarlem, I want you to do lots of things actually. One of those... Right, we need to become a Hanseatic city, otherwise we're going to be stifled for a lot of things. So I'm going to do something unthinkable and give some money to the city treasury, and we're going to make our way to being a Hanseatic city, because at the moment we're still just a trading post, which is laughable because we're more populous than Lübeck itself. Still, we will advance, I am certain of it. So now we have our people movers here, and what we do is we go to the tavern and we say, no, that's Wild Carthagnus. We go to the tavern and we say, there you go people, off you go. It's not a bad life though. All these people abandoned Riga to come over to become Dutch. I've heard of worse trades, not many of them, but I've heard worse. So notice that Riga is already back up to 10,000 people. If anything, I should be having more ships that move people like this. The downside is that I just don't have the ships for it. I wish I did. So Revel's doing something unusual by being actually relevant in somebody's eyes. Ludwig's, in fact. I have an idea though. I'm gonna sit and watch for a little bit because Ludwig. Wait, there are other ones? Oh man. I'm sure I've mentioned before how much I love pirates. Eat it, Ahab. Also, I got a notification and I don't even know what it was. But I think it said that I've now obtained the status of Hanseatic city for Haarlem. I hope that's what it was. Out of my way, Hulk. You're not my target right now. Now I have better maneuver than any cog since I'm a Krayer, so I have no lack of confidence that, boom, I can get it like that. And as soon as their sails are down, it's just a matter of time. The Hulks are what I want. They are better than cogs. So I'm actually wanting Ludwig to assault a whole load of boats, because with a bit of luck I'll get a measure to destroy him. From the tavern, that is. Of course, that all depends on a tavern actually giving me that that mission. And if I have to keep clicking, then I'm going to be less caring about it. It all depends on whose boats he sacks. Okay, my patience is gone. Ludwig, you're dying now. And he's got another cog. See what I mean about the AIs? Yeah, sorry, not cog. He's got a Hulk. See what I mean about the AIs getting Hulks the moment that I research them? I haven't built a single Hulk of my own. Granted, I've gotten them through my own nefarious means, but that should not count for this sake. Clever git. Show you what we do to clever people around here. When playing legit in these, other Krayers and, well actually other Krayers are particularly troublesome to take care of because they have the same maneuver and speed as you. It's always about taking out their sails first. This one's learned well. He's using the Hulk defense. Although at least for once we get to enjoy the music from Naval battle. Finally, got him. I ran the risk of destroying the Hulk, but it's too incredible to fall. And now it's ours. Damn, that's a lot of honey though. Well, off to Stockholm we go.
How could it come to pass that I had to tear down one of my own businesses? They were always very, very profitable. But I know where to look. You again.
He's getting really unhappy at me. Because my continued blockade and starvation of Novgorod is making the whole place unprofitable. He's tearing down his own businesses. So he has 3 beekeepers, 2 farmers, and 1 hemp farm. That's it, and they have no workers. 17 workers, 62 workers. Yeah, that's it. He is out of luck. He still charges ridiculous amounts of money for his houses, though. And I could spend all my money getting one barely inhabited, no, completely uninhabited Patrician house. Still, it's my my god-bound duty to starve Novgorod out of everything, to the point where I'm going to buy up all of his cheese as well. Buy up all of his honey too, I guess. Well, just make sure that they have nothing, really. Reputation in Novgorod decreases, well, boo bloody who. I can easily get that back, and it doesn't even matter because I already have all my privileges. Happy days. For the love of God, Jake, just save Novgorod. No, Novgorod must suffer. That way when I come in, I will truly seem benevolent. And boy, am I benevolent. So the people movers are heading on back because I really want to make Haarlem the place to be. Oh, and since it's advanced, I can now build a Covenant school, which is really important. That'll allow me to build a university. What else do I want? I desperately want to upgrade the shipyard. And I do not want to currently build a cathedral. That'll happen some other day. Of course, a mint is always welcome. Ka-ching. Yeah, I don't want to build a cathedral just yet. Infirmaries are nice and all, so I'm going to build them. I think it's as simple as that. There, with a few of those, then I will be pretty safe. You're going to want about 20 infirmaries for every city that you build. That's quite a lot, but it'll make it almost impervious to disease outbreaks. Jake, what do towers do? That's a good question. So, you may want to build these guard towers. You can build them along the wall. And what they do is that when you're under attack, the guard towers will actually fire at the enemy. You have to have them positioned against all roads because you don't know which one the enemy's going to take. But they cost maintenance, and if you defeat the enemy, they come back with a larger force, and then a larger force, and then a larger force, and it makes the king really, really angry. It's basically the worst way to deal with invasions. The correct way to deal with an invasion is just let them come in. And then, just about when they hit City Hall, you go over, and as the nice, not corrupt person that you are, you take all the money out. And then they go, oh, okay, there's no money here. And then they just leave. And the king becomes very happy because he looted a city. So yes, don't build towers if you're playing this game. I did it once. I regretted it because they were extremely expensive to upkeep. Alright, so we already have plenty of wood coming in here and, well, some clay coming in here. It's not even to the point where I want to reduce production of other things here. I just want this all going fine and dandy. Yeah, we can be satisfied with this. Of course, the people movers should also be moving more people. I also need to think about where... Rippin'. Why are you doing that? Who docked here? Yeah, really, who docked here? I don't know, but it cost me a ton. Often places will... Ooh, oh, well, Rippin's about to make me that money back. Thank you kindly. Okay, well, they lack wood. They lack wood at the moment, but frankly, who doesn't? They'll get their wood, I'm halfway certain of that. They produce wood, so yes, I am very certain of that. You say that, Jake, but what I'm hearing is turn Riga into a mega fortress. No, that would just be daft. Just like pirates getting stronger. Very daft. So, People Mover 1, People Mover 2. Welcome back to Riga, and what was it I dropped production of again? It was probably dairy. We have plenty of that going around. Drop it until I have 600 people spare that can just jump into these. Oh my people movers are actually a bit under strength. I need to get them repaired is what they're saying, so boop. And boop. I mean, late into the game you can have thousands and thousands of people to move into the people movers. Actually, I'm trying to remember how that worked because you can only have so many people in a... Let me try this then. It would be a shame to disband the... Okay, well actually no, it would be no shame to disband you. Let me try something here. This could cut seconds off my management. Doop, doop, and doop. Because I remember being able to do this by the thousands before. Great, okay, I only ever needed one people mover. Well, that's happy days. Back to Harlem we go. When Akun is at it again, they desperately want to save Novgorod, at least someone in this world does. But it's too late for you. Now, Rostock was somewhere that I've been meaning to build up for a while, and I've never really gotten around to that. I can't remember why. Ah yes, I want to produce cloth and clothes. But that's not the only thing I want to produce, because I also want to produce mead and pelt. So, Ripon or Rostock? The question is, which are we going to build up? I would say the answer depends on the honey situation, but we actually have plenty of honey. Also, Malmö needs to grow a bit more. We have plenty of people here, but they're not working hard enough. I want them to produce more metal goods, since those are always heavily in demand, and they chew up a lot of our iron and our metal. How are you doing on the metal front, Aalborg? Not well enough. How are you doing on people front, Aalborg? Not well enough. The daily increase of people is just way too low, so have a meal for the poor and get to work. Curse all these mooring fees and such. Still, dropping off people once again, and then going off to get some more, because why not? Riga's a nice place, although why are we losing people in Riga? It's a very well supplied town. Well, very well. These are all missing. The stagnation is apparently hurting it though. Ah, that's because I never upped this again, I guess. Oh well, bad idea to lose out on loads of people. So Harlem is looking fine. I've given them plenty of jobs, plenty of places to live. Well, plenty enough for now. Question is what to work on next. Aalborg is where your competitor killed 6,000 people, right? That's right. I'm still disgusted that the game allowed him to do it, but it did allow it. Can't say anything about that. Right, we have plenty of grain coming in, so I'm going to reduce the people working on the grain farms in order to push them into the glorious smelting pursuit. So that'll put them into upswing, as well it should be. Because yeah, we have tons of grain right now. They've also almost finished their wall, so decent of them to do that. All these hunting lodges. Nothing in particular that I want to take up here. So, Ripon tempts me because I want to get on the mead supply. Rostock tempts me because I want to get on the cloth and clothing supply. Tempting both ways. But mead requires a lot of honey. Malma does need more jobs going. And the amount of honey that I produce right now is well, it's just enough to keep up with what everybody's wanting. Oh well, say no more. We're getting honeyed. The wood shortage is really biting us hard though. Is it really because production is not high enough? I mean, Haarlem is going to take care of that, but... Okay, housing... no housing shortage around here. So I guess we'll double up on apiculture production. That's only fair. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll produce 160 of them. Nah, that doesn't feel like enough. We had space for 22 more of these businesses, although I do also want more smithies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20. Hell, I can do 20 more smithies as well. I'm not a monster. Fit in there, come on. Must be somewhere for you to snap in. Not right now, he says. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, yeah. $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. Beautiful. But we are horrifically short on wood. Well, off to go and get 1,000 wood, are we? Yeah, I sent people mover back to Riga again. Well, we'll get them all, get it all repaired amongst other things. But I also need wildcard Thagnus. I often need wildcard Thagnus. Because that is my one main way to be bringing all that wood around. Glad we produce it there, but we need a lot of it. Also, I know something that I saw here. Auto Shitatsu Show. I know I saw that. Get it for me. And that means, just like Mona, we can go mad about some treasure. Where is that? If only somebody could tell me. Also, Malma. No, it wasn't Malma. It was Ripen. Good, we are still building the hunting lodge. And that's in plenty of time to complete our mission. Good. Also, the hell is that? Pirate Michels. Yeah, not happening. Michels is gonna die. I could just go this way. Ram. There we go. 2 birds, 1 very well placed stone. If anything, it can work against the Snickers that they're so maneuverable. Because they sometimes spin a little too hard. Making it all that much easier for us. So it's a bit of a shame about the mooring fee, but it's not something you have to worry about too much. They'll stop it eventually. You just take the fees on the chin, or you boycott the city for a while. And I'm not into micromanagement like that, so we just let it be. Also, wasn't this wood for Ripen? Why am I going to Malma? No, it was for Malma. Okay. But Ripen is still somewhere that I need to establish myself. We already have plenty of privileges here, But what I need to do is get a whole load of materials and dump it here and build up Ripon like mad. What the heck is this? It's the ugliest setup I've ever seen. I mean, setting up Ripon is all well and good, but how about we starve it to death first? I mean, I could blockade it and not trade. That's a very tempting thing to do. But it would also take time, and I'm keen to build it up quite soon. Honestly, Jake, it sounds like a good idea. What, you mean burning Ripon to the ground? Well, I do have some hulks sitting around here that would probably be very happy to do it, and I do have to pass time until my people are battle ready anyway. Malma is under siege. Thankfully they completed the wall, so everybody inside the wall is still going to continue production, which is great because I need that pitch. Why are we so low on wood? Okay, well I know why we're so low on wood. Let's not be coy here. I need Harlem to pull out the finger and do a lot more sawing and a lot more milling. Smokehouses are doing fine, but again they're low on hemp. Why are we so low on hemp in Harlem? Do you just not take enough? The administrator should sell hemp until we're way down on it. Sure, but I mean... Okay. Okay, I mean that's a point, but still, we should have it... We should be drowning in hemp to the point where that's not a problem. Store 4,000 of it if you must. Maybe Riga actually isn't producing as much as we thought they would. Interesting. Lack of resources is sure one interesting way to look at things. I mean, people's demand for hemp isn't that high. I guess it all adds up. Probably means we need a second place to be producing our hemp as well. Well, you don't do it, but Groningen does. And we've been pretty evasive when it comes to actually building anything in Groningen. But it would just be a bit of a pain in the rear end when, honestly, we should just speed by and actually get plenty of boats on the back burner so that I don't have to worry about it very much. Also, pirates from Ripon, what could it mean? Well, I'm not seeing any measure to get rid of them, but they still need to die. Is Ripon Denmark or Germany? Haha, this is Danish, no doubt. I remember when we were looking for someone to marry. King Waldemar is the ruler, Kingdom of Denmark. Danes again. So Bergen produces the wood that we send everywhere, but it's nowhere near enough right now. Which is why we are establishing Haarlem as the good old wood exporter. I see. Also, Bergen's a little short on people right now. Well, not for lack of trying. They are getting more people. And even Aalborg's under siege. It's bad times around here. But that's because the cities are getting larger. The kings get angrier and angrier much faster. Unfortunately, the wall was never completed here. So the grain farms is shut down, and so is the smelter. So iron and grain production are going to be way down for a while. Game decided we hadn't fought a cog in too long, so down it goes, but I'm still taking the Hulk. And you came from That was you, right? Of course it was. Get back to